No love in the city, certainly, between these two Mountain State Athletic Conference rivals, the Capital Cougars and the George Washington Patriots, getting set to do battle here at Laidley Field in downtown Charleston, as the Patriots come in 500 on the season at 4-4. The Cougars at 2-6. Capital just outside the playoffs as of right now, despite that 2-6 record, and it's because of the strength of schedule that the Cougars have to their credit so far this year, boasting those 2 wins over St. Albans and Riverside. Cougars, again, just 4 spots out of the top 16. A win here this evening on their senior night would go a long way in getting the Cougars into the playoffs once more, and a long storied success for this program. It's been a couple of years since this team has seen some success, though. Third-year head coach Mark Mason, longtime assistant coach in his 3rd season as the head man for the Cougars, has improved each of the last 2 years, or has improved from his first 2 years. Has finished 1-9 his first season, 3-7 last year, an opportunity to go 4-6 if he can win out, with a win against 2 of the rivals for the Cougars, George Washington here this evening, and then on the road next week against South Charleston. As we mentioned, the Patriots coming off of a loss last week, 17-14 against Spring Valley, in a game that was pivotal for both teams in terms of the playoff positioning. That win for the Timberwolves put the Spring Valley football team in the playoff contention after they were just on the outside looking in. George Washington slipped 2 spots to number 14 coming into tonight's matchup. And that loss against the Timberwolves ended a 3-game win streak for GW. The Patriots going to try to get things back on track this evening against a longtime rival in the Capital Cougars, for it has itself a senior night matchup with the Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagle in what will be a very tough game to close out the regular season for the Patriots as they try to make the playoffs again under head coach Steve Edwards Jr. Adam Rogers, Will Vance, and our Media Center crew, happy to have you with us here on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media. And, Will, and we mentioned Capital coming in 2-6 on the season, but just outside looking into the playoffs as of right now. A win here tonight against a rival in the George Washington Patriots would be a big step for this program, not just this season, but for the future of this program as well.
Yeah, well, this, looking around Class AAA, it looks like, there will certainly be some 4-win teams sneaking in the playoffs. Like you said, with Capital strength of schedule, if there are some 4-win teams, they could be one of them if they do indeed secure those last 2 victories. Captains come out here to halftime. 2 teams, like you said, crosstown rivals, been playing ever since Capital was created. Capital or GMB leading the all-time series by 1, very evenly matched up contest, and always a fun game for the city and the players.
It is a series that now meets for the 26th time in these 2 teams' histories. The Patriots taking the lead in that series record, 13-12 last year with a 34-6 win up on the hill. And it was a game where now senior Anthony Valentine feasted against this Capital Cougar defense, doing it not just through the on the ground game, but also with his receiving game as well.
Yeah, just a guy who has continued that all this year and last year, but just one of those guys who you just want to give him the ball, whether it's through the air, on the ground. Also plays pretty good safety on defense as well. So, a team that certainly has his pick of weapons, but we'll see if Valentine has another big game against one of their other big-time playmakers more often.
Valentine finished with 240 yards of total offense in that win last year for the Patriots, 140 of that exactly coming both via the ground and through the air in the receiving game. He had 3 total touchdowns on 21 total touches, and Valentine, who you see there on your screen, and the Patriot offense will get the football to start tonight's contest against the Capital Cougars, as Capital won the toss and will defer to the second half. We're going to step aside for a quick break before we bring you back for kickoff between these 2 rivals, and George Washington Patriots and the Capital Cougars. That's all coming up right after this on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media and brought to you by Parmar Stores.
relationship between a lawyer and a client is based on trust. Over the years, we've been entrusted with some of the biggest cases in West Virginia. That's because we have a track record of success and getting exceptional results. We built a reputation as one of the go-to law firms throughout the state of West Virginia. We're proud of the reputation we've earned in the community for providing exceptional, aggressive legal representation. When you hire my law firm, you don't get excuses, you get results.
Hi, my name is Matthew Rousey, State Farm Agent. Me and the team are here to help Charleston, West Virginia in their insurance needs.
Everyone's insurance needs change. When it comes to your family's financial future, it's worth taking the time to make smart choices. We have built our agency on straight talk and asking the questions that matter. If you are looking for an honest review of your insurance policies, come visit us at 401 50th Street Southeast in Kanawha City or call us at 304-925-8000.
Serving the area one truck at a time for over 60 years, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is in your neighborhood each and every day working to keep your family warm and comfortable. With cooler days ahead and winter right around the corner, now's the time to schedule your home HVAC system tune-up and preventive maintenance. If you need a new system and received a quote from another company, give Mullen a chance to take a second look. Right now we're offering 0% financing on a new Ream home system and includes a 10-year worry-free warranty. Remember, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call or visit us online today to schedule your appointment at mullenplumbing.com.
Getting ready for kickoff between the Capital Cougars and the George Washington Patriots. A crosstown rivalry that is meeting for the 26th time in these two programs' histories. The Patriots with the slim one-game lead, 13-12. But the Patriots have won 12 of the last 17 games in this series. Last time the Patriots fell to the Capital Cougars was back in 2018. A blowout loss for GW, 62-13. We put boot to ball, and we're underway for the 26th edition of Patriots and Cougars. Return up the middle, a nice seam for the Patriots. Bringing it all the way up near midfield. A great run there by Keegan Sack. This gives GW fantastic starting field position in this one at the 47-yard line.
You know, that was one of those ones where it was a great job by the entire return team because he didn't really have to juke and jive and break any tackle. He's kind of found a seam right up the middle and gave his team excellent starting field position.
Seam really just parted right down the middle like you mentioned. Did a great job of following his blockers, and he will line up in the backfield to start this evening's contest with Abe Fenwick, the senior quarterback, committed to William & Mary. And splitting out to the top of the formation, GW will send three wide to the top. Hunter Giacomo, the top receiver there on your screen. Anthony Valentine, the man in the middle there in the trip set. Gunnar Flores in the slot. And then at the bottom is Bryson Sowards. And a little slow to get things off. I think they're doing some equipment checks potentially on some of these Patriot players. So, yeah, Giacomo going to have to go off. And on will come Solomon Farrell. So it'll be Farrell, Valentine, Flores to the top, and then Sowards at the bottom. Again, Sack in the backfield with Fenwick in the shotgun. Opening play of the game. After a nice return by Keegan Sack, Fenwick loads up, fires on a wheel route down the far sideline, has Sack inside the 30, and it's a first down for the Patriot offense. Forced out of bounds at the 25-yard line. There's a 28-yard pickup for the Patriots on the opening play for their offense.
Yeah, a bit of a slow development one, just waiting for that wheel route to show up. Good hit to stop from being a bigger play, but just what the Patriots wanted to do to get their drive going.
So now the trips will come to the bottom of the formation. Sowards on the bottom will be joined by Sack and Flores as Giacomo comes back in to play up top as the single receiver. Valentine goes into the backfield with Fenwick, and Flores will actually be just off the line of scrimmage and in the backfield, right behind the left guard. Fenwick takes a snap, hands to Valentine. Valentine up the middle. Will have a decent gain down near the 20-yard line. Pickup of 5. They will spot him at the 20, so a nice first down carry there for Anthony Valentine. Again, who feasted against this Cougar defense last year, 140 yards on the ground and through the air, with 3 total touchdowns on 21 touches.
Well, you mentioned 21 touches. We've watched this GW team several times. I don't think anyone's gotten 21 touches in the game. A very diverse offense. It uses 3 running backs, a lot of receivers. So unlikely to hit that again, but here's the second.
Nice run by Valentine. Breaks out of an arm tackle inside the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. Less than a minute into the opening quarter, the Patriots take a 6-0 lead off a 20-yard touchdown run by Anthony Valentine, picking up where he left off last year against the Cougars here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, good way picking his way around the right side and finding his way to the end zone to get that early touchdown, get ahead and get that first one out of the way.
Jordan Price out for the point after attempt. Snap is back. Kick is up, and it is good. 7-0 Patriots lead. Less than a minute into the first quarter. We're back with more right after this.
Hi, this is JJ Roberts from Huntington, and when I'm back home, you will find me at my local Par-Mar store.
We had that thundering herd pride at your local Par-Mar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings and sign up for the Par-Mar Rewards Card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall, and we are Par-Mar stores.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Took the Patriots just 3 plays to go into the end zone and score, and less than a minute off the scoreboard as GW got started on that offensive possession with a great kick return by Keegan Sack. He got the first touch of the ball game for the Patriot offense with a nice 28-yard reception on a wheel route coming out of the backfield over on the far side of the field. That then set up 2 runs for Anthony Valentine to rumble his way into the end zone. A 20-yard touchdown run caps the drive for the Patriots on this early 7-0 lead. Price set to tee things off. And the Cougar offense will come out for the with the football for the first time here momentarily. Nice kick from Price, and it will go into the end zone for a touchback. Cougars will get the football at their own 20. And here comes sophomore quarterback Fernando Valdivia. Part-time starter last year, full-time starter this year. Has had some up and down performances for the Cougars. But in his first full season, you expect that. He's an underclassman. He's still getting his feet wet. And he said one thing about this year is he feels a lot more calmer and a lot more relaxed playing at the position. He can make those reads a lot better now in his first full season as the quarterback as he takes the opening snap under some heavy pressure and reads the defense there to escape that sack. He is going to pick up, I believe, at least a yard. Yes, he is going to cross up to the 21-yard line. So a decent job there by Valdivia to escape that pressure from the Patriot defense and at least pick up a yard instead of picking up a sack. What would have been about a 6 or 7 yard loss.
Yeah, would have pushed the team way back after that, but good job of turning nothing into just a little bit and being able to turn it into at least a positive play to start things off.
Well, they're going to give him about a half yard. It's officially going to be 2nd and 10, so they break the huddle here. Punched along the line there. Valdivia takes the snap, hands off to the back, Harris. Cam Harris trying to go off the right side of the line will be cut just shy of the 30 by the Patriot defense at the 24. It'll bring up 3rd down as Solomon Farrell comes in to make the stop. Here's 3rd and 6 for the Cougar offense. Capital definitely not taking a play out of Spring Valley's playbook in terms of running their offensive set. The Timberwolves did a fantastic job of keeping their offense out on the field last week against this GW defense. As we have a timeout coming from over on the near side. They're going to get Hunter Giacomo again. I believe they're having an issue maybe with his knee pads or something, because this is the 2nd time now he's been instructed to leave the field. It was the opening play of the game for the Patriot offense, and now the 3rd play of the defensive series for the Patriots.
Huh. Hope he gets them fixed right this time.
Yeah, maybe they're saying they're not covering his kneecaps. You see there one of the coaches pulling those pants down to make certain they're covered up. So now the Cougars spread it out on 3rd and long. Under some pressure, a flag comes out. Valdivia tucks with it. Breaks out of a couple of tackles at the 30. Still on his feet across the 35 as he picks up the first down on that scramble. But again, this one's coming back. It's going to be a hold on the Cougars.
That's a shame because that was a pretty impressive run. They picked up would have been a big chunk play, but when a quarterback's rolling out like that, sometimes it's hard for an offensive lineman to stay in front of their guy, and I got called for that one there.
Junior defensive tackle Terrell Ellis there getting held up as he was coming off the edge there because Valdivia was rolling out to his right. That's the side that Ellis was rushing off of and just got held up there on the shoulder pads. So they're going to march it back. And the Cougars will have 3rd and even longer here upcoming.
About 17.
16, yeah, about 16-ish yards here. Two receivers split out outside the numbers with 2 backs in the backfield with Valdivia. Man in motion goes out to the far side of the field. Valdivia under some pressure. Screen across the middle is intercepted. Gunnar Flores picks it off and takes it back to the house. The Patriots take a 13-0 lead after a pick 6 by Gunnar Flores.
Yeah, great job to get there in the middle and blow up that middle screen that was trying to set up there. Maybe recognize the kind of odd formation, but whatever it was able to get in there and make a good play within the not the end zone, the opposite red zone, I guess it was, to get in there and put his team up big still in the early goings.
What a great job by the Patriot defense. Flores read the screen the entire way, stepped in the passing lane, picked it off, and took it to the house for a Patriot touchdown. Price out for another PAT. Clean snap, hold is down. And the kick is up and through. Patriots lead 14-0 after a defensive touchdown. Flores with the pick 6 to make it a 2-touchdown lead for the road team. Back with more right after this here on High School Game Day.
Hi, it's Tony Caridi. Our West Virginia military veterans are the last ones to ask for handouts, yet many of them are hungry. I invite you to watch a video that shows an amazing monthly program that helps feed our veterans in Beckley and Clarksburg. Huntington Bank and other partners would like to expand this program to other areas of our state, and we'd love for you to help. Watch the video at wvenriched.com. That's wvenriched.com.
Patriot defensive score gives the George Washington team a 2-touchdown lead. Trying to spoil the Cougars senior night. Week number 10. Price teed it up. And is ready to send it away once more. Another nice kick there from Price. Into the back of the end zone for a touchback, and you can hear that boom off the foot all the way up here on top of the press box. That was a nice kick from Jordan Price, who almost had a chance to tie the game last week for the Patriots in that 17-14 loss. 4th and medium for GW, and then unfortunately a false start penalty backed GW up to 4th and long and ultimately pulled the Patriots out of field goal range. The offense went out, back out, tried to convert on the 4th and long. That was with about 7 minutes to go in that game last week, and then the offense was unable to convert on 4th and long and gave the ball back to the Timberwolves, who were pretty much able to keep it away from GW's offense the rest of the game. Here in this one, the Patriots lead already 14-0 over their longtime rival, Capital. Handoff goes up the middle and quickly goes nowhere. Patriot defense gets there in a hurry. Landon Bird there on the stop for GW. There's Damian Johnson with the carry.
And this Capital team already really trying to make use of the space on the field. We saw them spread it out real wide to try to set up that screen, which maybe they tipped their hand a little bit too much because Flores is right there to try to get their interception, but also not afraid to suck it in and try to try to play between the hash marks in the running game.
2nd and 10. High snap goes all the way back to the 5. Valdivia scoops it up, going to try to advance it, and now just throws it away. Wow, Valdivia getting a big break there for the Capital offense after the snap sails over his head, takes a bounce at the 5, and then he's able to roll out and break out of a tackle and still somehow get the football out of his hands for an incomplete pass.
A great job by him to stop a bad play from becoming a disaster and just basically a loss of down. But that was a very high snap. That he might not be the tallest quarterback out there, but I think even got a couple of taller would struggle with that one.
What could have been 3rd and 25 is now only 3rd and 10 after that great play by Valdivia to throw it away and avoid disaster. Valdivia sends him wide. Nobody back to protect. Rolling out to his right. And he throws back across the middle. That is incomplete. Trying to find his sophomore wide receiver, Jamal Dotson. Would have only been a pickup of 5 because he had some Patriot defenders hot on his tail who would have been able to bring him down pretty much right after he caught the football. But that incompletion brings up 4th and 10 now, and out comes the punt team. And that is Jason Lee back to punt things away.
So far, Valdivia 0-3 with an interception. But I like the way he's been keeping his eyes down the field against the heavy pressure and pace to be able to bring so far in this first quarter, not looking to immediately drop his eyes and try to find a running lane.
Patriots should have great starting field position here. And it's a nice run away from Lee as the Patriots had a free rush off the edge there essentially, and Lee just pulls it, runs to the outside rugby style, and boots it away. Patriots do still get good starting field position.
Yeah, for a good minute, for a second, I thought, they're going to block this, but great job of rolling out and utilizing the not necessarily standard kicking style to get down there, and really not a bad punt once it left his foot.
Patriots get the ball at their own 46-yard line. Again, took them just 3 plays to score the last time the offense was out on the field. And then the defense put one on the board to make it 14-0. Under 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Patriots with a power set here with Flores lining up in the backfield behind the right tackle about a yard in front of Abe Fenwick. And then Anthony Valentine stands about a yard or 2 behind Fenwick. Giacomo goes in motion. Fake the handoff to Valentine. Throw near side. And it's caught by Flores. Flores into Cougar territory down to the 40, and that's a first down gain for the Patriot offense. Pickup of 14 on 1st and 10. Flores now flips to the other side of the formation over the left guard. Sack in the backfield with Fenwick in the shotgun. Up to the top of the formation, it's Valentine up top, and then Giacomo inside as the slot man. Sowards goes in motion to the top of the formation. Handoff goes to Valentine. Sack breaks out of one tackle, but can't break out of a second one, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Coming up with the stop there is Damian Johnson and Ja'Cory Clark.
This one might not be moving back. I think they may have got, yep, there it goes.
Yeah, they are going to get the Cougars for a face mask, so that negates that stop in the backfield for the Cougar defense as they mark it off from where the flag was thrown. It is still a loss on the play as they spot the ball back at the 42-yard line. So 1st and 12 as they replay the down. At the Cougar 42, Flores comes in motion and turns back out. Fenwick now looks back over to the sideline to the offensive coordinator, Scott Tinsley, for the play call. Checking the audible here at the line of scrimmage. Fake the handoff to Fenwick. Or check from Fenwick to Valentine. Throw over to the far side of the field. Complete for the first down. Giacomo will move the sticks as he'll bring it down inside the 30 to the 27. It's a 15-yard pickup for the Patriot offense.
So far, Fenwick a perfect 3 of 3 for 57 yards.
Patriot offense just outside the red zone at the Cougar 27-yard line, trying to make it a 3-score advantage. Still in this opening quarter, nearly halfway through. Adam Rogers will advance. Our Media Center crew, happy to have you with us here on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media. Flores goes in motion. Handoff goes up the middle to Valentine. Valentine found a seam and is into the second level inside the 15. He'll be stopped shy of the 10. That's another first down run for the Patriot offense. Gain of 14 down to the 13-yard line.
Average 13 yards of carry so far is Valentine.
Two backs in the backfield for the Patriots. A double-barrel shotgun, Sack and Valentine on either side of Fenwick. Handoff goes to Sack this time. Sack cuts back to the left, and this cut down at the 5. Bringing him down on the tackle is Christian Robinson, the outside linebacker. And Sack is stopped 2 yards shy of the first down. Gain of 8, bring up 2nd and 2 from the 5. Patriots can pick up a first down. Not imperative to get into the end zone just yet, but play calling definitely tailored toward the end zone here, I'm sure. Same backfield. Flores just off the line. Valentine now motions out. Toss sweep to Sack to the near side. Sack gets around a would-be tackler and cuts inside to get into the end zone for another Patriot touchdown, 20-0. GW with the lead now with 4:40 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, good play there. Just use their athleticism to get to the edge and get a second one of their running backs, their first touchdown of the night already here in the first quarter.
Jordan Price out for another point after try. Gorgeous night here in Charleston, but don't expect that gorgeous weather to last for too long. It's about to get cold here across the Mountain State next week.
No one knows more about that than that gentleman in the red on your screens. 13 is Spencer Adkins, been telling us about it all week.
Yes, he has. As the point after try is good, 21-0. Patriots with the lead, 4:40 to go. You can see that on our gorgeous scoreboard graphic. It's absolutely beautiful. I got to commend our Media Center crew. Doing things fantastic as always, but man, that looks beautiful.
Well, I thought Capital had a pretty cool logo. GW says kind of basic, but still solid.
The old school logos.
The old-fashioned intertwined lettering. And I don't think I've seen a referee crew be so on these kickoffs. I feel like they've had a little adjustment to make on every single one so far.
Making certain they do it by the book. Jordan Price's kickoffs have been textbook touchbacks so far this evening. Try for another one here. Well, it's not the typical textbook, but it does bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Cougars did try to return it, thinking they could bring it up after they had touched it, but once it goes into the end zone, it is a touchback and ruled dead immediately. So Cougars offense come back out, trailing by 3 touchdowns. Looking for a first down still here. First drive through the pick 6 to Gunnar Flores, and then the last drive ended with a punt that was nearly blocked. A rugby-style kick by Jason Lee got things off. Patriots had great field position and then marched down the field and scored with relative ease. Cougar offense back out there again, first and 10 from their own 20. Handoff on a sweep to the outside. Breaking a tackle there for the Cougars Coming around the edge is David Robinson Jr.
Solid pickup of 8 there on first down, using their speed to get to the edge and find a little bit of room.
Little misdirection there for the Cougars. Had the read handoff up the middle and then brought Robinson around on the sweep to the back to the near side. And as we'll mention, that is a gain of 8 up to the 28-yard line. 2nd and 2 for the Cougars here. Bunching it up there along the line of scrimmage this time. Snap comes back to Valdivia. Handoff goes up the middle to Cam Harris, and Harris is going to be brought down around the first down marker. His forward progress should have him at the 30 for a first down. Well, maybe not. They're going to say he's just shy of the 30. Call it the 29 3/4 yard line. Third and inches. Handoff goes to Robinson, who bowls over Solomon Farrell. Farrell, though, does a great job of hanging on. And Robinson's only able to pick up, officially, I guess, 2 yards up to the 31-yard line and a first down for the Cougars. First down of the game for Capital.
Impressive truck. I think he probably could have got a couple more yards if he hadn't looked to create that contact, but still one that he'll certainly find in the highlight reel.
So fresh set of downs for the Cougars. Valdivia in the pistol. Rolls out to the left on a bootleg and is under heavy pressure. Patriots trying to get him but are unable to find him. Valdivia finds his man Robinson at the 26-yard line, and he'll get up near the 35. Nice play there by Valdivia to make the play extend a little bit longer with his legs and evading that pressure from the Patriots.
Another example, he can do a good job of keeping his eyes downfield and not just trying to immediately start, trying to make something happen with his legs when he feels the pressure like that.
That was Clyde May coming off the outside edge. Normally wears number 3, wearing number 76 tonight. Playing along the offensive line as well. Pass is complete to the Cougars tight end. And that is Tristan Campanella, who will take the ball all the way into Patriot territory down to the 35-yard line. It's a 30-yard pickup for the Cougars and another first down. So they get into Patriot territory for the first time tonight.
Build a little bit of momentum here.
Cougars will send trips out to the top of the formation. Valdivia in the shotgun. Corey Clark attached as a tight end. Valdivia rolls, throws back to Clark, back to the near side. He breaks out of an arm tackle inside the 25, inside the 20, and forced out near the 15 by his former teammate, Savion Brown. Brown makes the stop at the 13-yard line, and that's another first down for the Cougars. Gain of 22 on that play. Corey Clark, the tight end there with that 22-yard reception. Cougars inside the red zone. Handoff goes up the middle. That's Robinson. Robinson going to be brought down inside the 10 by Giacomo, as well as Taji Davis. Gain of 5 on that run.
Capital really needs to be able to put this one in the end zone here as with the Tom ran low in the first quarter after giving up those 3 early touchdowns.
Especially with one of those coming at the hands of your own offense after the pick 6 thrown on the opening possession by Fernando Valdivia. Trying to make up for it with a touchdown drive here to cut into the deficit. Get on the board for the first time this evening. Valdivia in the shotgun. Going to roll to his left. Pressure coming off the backside. It's going to tuck it now, and he is going to be forced out of bounds near the line of scrimmage. MJ Dixon, Keegan Sack, and Braden Lude all giving chase.
He may have got the better part of a yard, but not
Yeah,
by much.
I think he just got lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage there. It'll be 2nd and 5. Actually, they're going to have lost a yard. Sorry, check that. It'll be 3rd and 6. So 3rd and 6 for the Cougars. They don't need to get into the end zone. Can pick up a first down at the 3-yard line. They want to keep this drive going. Valdivia takes a snap, hands back off on the counter to the near side. To the 5, trying to get to the pylon, and Robinson's in. Touchdown, Cougars. David Robinson takes it on the end around into the end zone for 6, and the Cougars are on the board with a little more than a minute to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, it looked like GW was far more prepared for that end-around type play than they were the first time, but still able to turn 9 yards, get 9 yards out of it for that touchdown, put his team on the board. The misdirection is really what seems to be helping Capital. In this last drive, really used a little bit more of it. And here, I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but
yeah, ultimately a throw from Valdivia. It falls incomplete out of the back of the end zone, and the Patriots will lead 21-6 with a little more than a minute to go in the first quarter. We're back with more right after this on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media.
At Glenville State University, you can discover friends to last a lifetime, professors who broaden your perspective, and the skills and education for future success in a small town environment. At Glenville State University, you can become a pioneer.
Cougars on the board for the first time tonight, but the PAT try is no good. Valdivia had to throw it away. I wasn't sure if that was a designed try for 2 or just the bad snap, and rolled with it.
And big plays by Capital's tight ends on back-to-back plays. Campanella and Clark combining for over 50 yards on 2 combined catches.
Lee set to send it away for the second time tonight. The first time it was a long return by Keegan Sack. Sack will field it at the 4 and bring it up now, right up the middle. He's got a seam up the middle again. Breaks off a one would-be tackler, still on his feet across the 30. Didn't have quite as good a return this time, but Patriots
for a second there, it looked like he was about to, the way it opened up near that near hash mark. But good job, Capital, of closing in on him. And when that first tackler couldn't get him, the cavalry came and finished it off.
He does bring it up to the 31-yard line, so the Patriots do have good starting field position. If you're watching this game right now on your computer, you'd rather see it on your 85-inch TV or maybe even on your iPhone while you're on the go. All you have to do is download the HD Media Plus app. You get access to all of the video content and live streams for free. The HD Media Plus app available on all Apple iOS, Android platforms, Roku TV, or Amazon Fire Stick. Adam Rogers, Will Vance, again, our Media Center crew. Happy to have you with us here this evening. Less than a minute to go. First quarter, Patriot offense back out on the field. Trying to add to the lead once more. Handoff goes to Valentine off the right side. Valentine has a hole and just tripped up right before the first down marker. It's going to be Jamal Dotson who brings him down as he trips forward to pick up some extra yards after that contact was made, and he's brought down at the 43-yard line.
4 carries for 50 yards already for Valentine. Clearly the guy they wanted carrying the ball so far in this game, although, like I said, 3 talented backs they have.
12-yard gain there for Valentine. Patriot offense checking over the sideline for the play call. Less than 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Handoff goes to Sack up the middle, who breaks out of a tackle in the backfield. Still on his feet, gets to the sideline, has the first down. Tries to spin move his way in for some more yardage. Down inside the 40.
Went from 143 to the other.
And he is forced out of bounds
30.
at the 38.
19 yards there.
Clock stopped with a little more than 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Probably the final play of the quarter on the way for the Patriot offense.
Not at the speed they move.
Yeah, no, the Patriots going to head back over to the sideline. Cougars will make their way over to the near sideline as they get ready to flip ends of the field. We head to the second quarter in this rivalry matchup between George Washington and Capital. Patriots lead 21-6 on the road. We're back with more right after this on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media.
Hey, this is Coach Bob Huggins. Be sure to listen to Full Court Press for exclusive stories from my career and journey to over 900 victories.
It's time to talk West Virginia basketball. For access to our social media and radio affiliate information, visit pressvirginia.com.
Ball Automotive Group is here for all your automotive needs. We have 3 locations with over 300 new vehicles available and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles in stock. Ball Automotive has been an integral part of our community, which we have proudly served for over 20 years. With over 1,300 online reviews, you'll see why our customers keep coming back. To see what Advantage Toyota of Barbersville, Ball Toyota of Charleston, and L&S Toyota of Beckley have to offer, visit us online at ballautomotivegroup.com.
Back for the start of the second quarter between George Washington and Capital. Patriots lead by 15 with the football in Cougar territory inside the 40 at the 38-yard line. As we flip ends of the field, Patriots now going from left to right across your monitor. Fenwick sends Giacomo in motion. Now dropping back to pass, looking for Sack on a wheel route. Has him at the 23, and Sack dropped it. Sack had gotten past the double coverage there along the near side. Christian Robinson, as well as trying to see who the other Cougar there in coverage was. I believe that was Jamal Dotson. Yes, it was Jamal Dotson on the near side. Sack got behind both of them and then had nobody in front of him had he been able to catch that football. I think he thought about the touchdown before making the catch there.
Well, it was the same play they had run on their first drive, which turned into a 28-yard gain for him. I think he was trying to turn it into more, and ended up being just an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Flores in motion. Double-barrel shotgun. Handoff goes to Valentine off the left side. Valentine breaks out of a couple of arm tackles, still on his feet. Finally brought down at about the 32, maybe the 31 if they give him a little bit of extra forward progress. Bring up 3rd down and short for the Patriot offense. 3rd and 3, yeah. 7-yard pickup for Valentine. He's been very efficient with his carries so far this evening.
5 carries, 57 yards so far, nearly averaging 10 a carry.
Saying nothing less than 5 so far this evening, right?
The first carry was 5, nothing less than that since. That 7 was the closest.
Had that 20-yarder on the second carry that put him in the end zone for the opening score of the game. Gets a handoff here and has a seam. Cuts back into the middle. Break out of one tackle and another as he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. This time, Valentine gets it done from 31 yards out.
As would not be a night on that one. A couple Capital players had a chance to bring him down, but just too good of a downhill runner once he gets his head of steam going. Really efficient with that shortcut to the inside. One of his bread and butter moves that really lets him get those extra yardage.
I was very surprised to see him cut back inside. I thought he had a wider seam and gap out toward the pylon if he had kept running that way, but he trusted his instincts and cut back inside and broke out of a couple of tackles and got across the goal line for another score, his 2nd of the first half. As Jordan Price is out for the PAT. Snap back, hold just down in time, and the kick is up and good. 28-6. Patriots with the lead here on the road, trying to spoil the Cougars' senior night and trying to spoil Capital's hopes of crashing the playoffs this year. Again, Capital coming into tonight's matchup just 4 spots out of the playoffs this year, number 20, despite the Cougars' 2-6 record. But again, when you play teams in the MSAC like these teams do, your strength of schedule is always going to be good. And then you add in some other games for your schedule, non-conference. For Capital, it's Parkersburg South. And there's another non-conference game in there somewhere amongst the MSAC schools that the Cougars play between Hurricanes, St. Albans, Huntington, Cabell Midland, Riverside, Spring Valley, Parkersburg, and South Charleston in addition to this game. But a win here this evening certainly keeps the Cougars in the playoff picture, and a win next week would help out quite a bit as well. As the kickoff from Price into the end zone for another touchback.
Capital yet to be able to return many of those kickoffs. They had a shot at the last one, but it went over their head. Not the previous one to this one, but bounce around and went into the end zone anyway.
Cougar offense back out on the field after scoring with just over a minute to go in the first quarter. The Patriots quickly go back and match that score with one of their own about 2 minutes later.
It'll be very interesting to see if they can keep that momentum going and get another scoring drive, or at least cut some first downs here after they use a couple big chunk plays to get themselves down the field.
Handoff goes to Harris. Harris breaks out of a tackle in the backfield, will slip past the line of scrimmage and pick up one. Patriot defense collapsing on him pretty quickly. Aiden Ellis in on the stop. Big nose tackle there. 6'5", 320-pound senior.
Not a ton of running room in the middle for Harris so far in this one. 4 carries, 6 yards. Having to fight for every single one of those.
Most of the yardage the Cougars picked up obviously on their last drive, with they capitalizing in that score with a score. Picking up a lot of yards on similar plays as throw comes back to the near side as he was trying to find Ja'Cory Clark. Sophomore tight end just threw it a bit too high for him to try to pull in.
Clark had one of those big plays in that last drive, 22-yard pickup that put them well into Patriot territory. Not able to connect with them there, though.
3rd and 9 for the Cougars on the way. As Valdivia runs back over to the huddle with the play call. 10 seconds on the play clock. Cougars will split 2 out to the near side, 2 to the top of the formation, and an attached tight end. Valdivia all alone in the backfield. Patriots only rush 3 and nearly get to it. Valdivia is going to be stopped shy of the 25. Solomon Farrell, as well as Clyde May. Again, wearing number 76 this evening, playing along the offensive line as well for the Patriots tonight. Normally wears number 3. They stop him at the 24, so only a 3-yard gain for Valdivia on that scramble there. And it'll bring up 4th down, and out will come Jason Lee to try to punt things away. The last time he came out to punt, the Patriots nearly got to it and blocked it. And coming off that side was MJ Dixon, who lines up on the bottom there. And he's going to hold up a little bit. An easier punt to get off. A high punt, but not a very far punt for Lee. It does take a Cougar bounce and roll, though, all the way down inside the 35 to the 34. So that does help flip some field position for the Cougars. Now this Cougar defense needs to come up with a stop. The Patriots have scored all 3 times they've touched the football on offense, in addition to that pick 6 with the Cougars opening possession of the first quarter. A little more than 9 minutes to go in this first half. Patriots with a 3-score lead. Adam Rogers, Will Vance, our Media Center crew, happy to have you with us here this evening on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media. Parmar Stores is a proud sponsor of tonight's broadcast. If there's not a Parmar near you, there will be one soon. Fenwick set to line up under center and I formation for the Patriots here this time. Play action fake to Valentine. The Patriots looking to go deep. Fenwick escapes out of some traffic there in the backfield, trying to dump it off. Was looking for Hayden Hinkle. He was in the game as a tight end there that time. Also the Patriot backup quarterback. Winfield transfer. One of 12 incoming players for the Patriots in the offseason from other schools. Patriots now going to spread things back out again to the bottom of the formation. It'll be Giacomo and Flores, and then up top is Sack, as well as Bryson Sowers. Valentine in the backfield with Fenwick. Play action fake to him. Fenwick wants to load deep, but throws underneath and finds complete to his man Keegan Sack, who breaks out of a couple of tackles, still on his feet inside the 40, and he's going to go all the way to the end zone for a touchdown for the Patriots. We do have a couple of flags on the field, but as of right now, it's a 65-yard touchdown for Keegan Sack, but again, this one is going to be coming back. Patriots already starting to march back. And that's unfortunate. That wipes off a 65-yard touchdown for Keegan Sack.
We're going to see where they're marching this off to.
Yeah, 15 yards down to the 28-yard line. That's from the spot of the foul, so it'll bring up 2nd and 16 now. Now Patriot offense trying to regroup and do it once more. Savion Brown in the backfield now for the Patriot offense as Valentine splits out wide. Fenwick has time to throw, throws over to the far side of the field looking for Valentine, and Valentine has it as he breaks out of a tackle, and he's going to go all the way into the end zone the rest of the way. Jogs it in the final 20 yards, and the Patriots make it 34-6 just like that.
72 big yards there, and Adam, earlier I said it was unlikely he's going to get the 20-some touch he did last year. Already 7 so far this week. Well over 150 yards and 3 touchdowns here in just the first half.
Patriots trying to make it 35-6 with another Jordan Price point after try. Sowers to hold, snap down, kick is up, and it is good. 35-6 our score, 8 minutes and change to go in the first half. We're back with more right after this on High School Game Day.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Patriots lead by 4 scores over the Capital Cougars. And the Patriots have scored quickly every time they've touched the football. That time had a touchdown catch wiped off due to a penalty, and then immediately after,
hit a longer one.
hit one from 72. Valentine with his 3rd touchdown of the night already. That matches what he did last year against this Cougar team, as now this one is a returnable kickoff for the Cougars. Robinson up across the 25 and forced out shy of the 30 at the 29. Jordan Price will force him out of bounds on the near side.
So they want to improve their starting position just a little bit over what they've been working with.
9 extra yards could help quite a bit. 8:08 to go in this first half. Remember, the Cougars kicked things off to start tonight's game, so they will be scheduled to get the football to start half number 2. So maybe a quick score and a stop by the defense and then a score before the half would be a big win for this Cougars football team.
No, that happens. They can't at least try to get a first down here, though.
And all got to start with that.
Get some of those, kind of misdirection plays that work so well for them on their scoring drive.
1st and 10 from the 29. Double barrel shotgun and a man. False starts in the backfield.
Not according to the refs.
Oh, wow. Going to get lucky calling him just motion. Handoff goes up the middle to Harris. Harris is going to be stopped around the line of scrimmage. They may give him a yard, if that. And about a half yard. Not quite on the 30-yard line. It was Damian Johnson who left a second early and thought he was going to get whistled for the false start. I thought he was going to get whistled for it, but they're going to just call it in motion, and he resets. 2nd and a long 9. Valdivia drops back to throw, throws over to the near side. That pass is tipped and intercepted. Coming up with the pick on the near side is Bryson Sowards, his 2nd interception of the season, and he gives the Patriot offense back the football.
And it's a ball that
short possession for the Cougars.
It went off his receiver's hands, and Sowards is right there to make the play on his way out of bounds.
And just 2 plays on that possession for the Cougars. And the Patriot offense back out on the field with a short field to go. The 38-yard line after the 2nd interception by this GW defense in this first half.
Valentine by himself down here at the bottom.
Brown in the backfield. Fake the handoff to Brown. Fenwick looking toward the end zone, finding Brown on a wheel route at the 14, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. From 38 yards out this time, it takes GW a little more than a minute to score again after the last one. But there is a flag back at the 45.
I did not see that one.
Yeah, I did not see that flag either. So wipe the 6 off the board and back the Patriots up.
Patriots have only had 2 accepted penalties against, but both have wiped out touchdowns so far.
This one backs GW up near midfield to the Cougar 48-yard line. The last time, the Patriots then flipped that penalty yardage into a touchdown from 72 yards out to Anthony Valentine on pretty much the exact same play we saw just ran. Trips to the top of the formation. Sowards, Sack, and Flores, who now comes in motion to the bottom. Fenwick under some pressure, dumps it out to Brown on a screen play. Brown going to cut back out toward the sideline. Brown trying to get to the end zone again, but he's going to be cut off by the Capital defense, forcing him out of bounds inside the red zone, down to the 16-yard line. A 32-yard pickup there on that screen play from Fenwick to Savion Brown. Just his 2nd reception of the season. Has been getting more and more playing time the last few weeks for the Patriots on both sides of the football after being out for most of the season with a leg injury. Saw him get some feature time 2 weeks ago against St. Albans in that 77-0 win for GW before losing last week to Spring Valley 17-14. Brown takes the handoff this time. Cuts back around the middle, spins out of 1 tackle, still on his feet inside the 10 to the 5, trying to fight for the pylon. He's going to be brought down at the 1, just shy, but a 15-yard run there for Savion Brown.
And Brown definitely the shiftier of the running backs that GW has to choose from. Not necessarily the power that someone like Sack or Valentine has, but very shifty and loves to can't catch him in a phone booth.
It's almost like a scale of running backs they have, with Savion Brown, Keegan Sack kind of in the middle, and then Anthony Valentine bookending that with Savion Brown. Again, it's a nice versatility that the Patriots have there at their backfield. As they're going to line up with 2 of them in the backfield this time, it'll be Sack and Brown. And the double barrel set. Handoff goes to Brown off the left side. Brown drops the shoulder, and he's into the end zone from 1 yard out. Touchdown, Patriots, with 6:04 to go in this first half. Brown gets one against his former team. Makes it 41-6, and gets the touchdown that he had called back.
1 yard run isn't quite as impressive as a 38-yard catch, but hey, touchdown's still worth the same amount of points no matter how you scored it.
And the Patriots offense so far perfect on its possessions. It has now scored every single time as the kick is up, and it is good. 42-6, Patriots with the lead. 6:04 to go in the first half. We're back with more right after this on High School Game Day.
In an ever-changing world, one thing you can always count on is Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Hurricane. You know, Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and their method is so straightforward it may shock you. Friendly service and a huge selection of inventory with more arriving daily. When you're ready for your next vehicle, take the short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, just off the Hurricane exit of I-64. Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
Patriots lead 42-6. A little less than halfway through the second quarter. Capital Cougars trailing, having just one series get into the end zone thanks to a couple of crafty plays by the Cougars. Some misdirection, pulling the GW defense in opposite direction from where they were intending to run. As Price sends this one away, and it will go into the end zone for a touchback. As Damian Johnson thought he was going to be able to pull it down before it got into the end zone. But the Cougars will send the offense out 1st and 10 from their own 20 once more. And, well, we've seen some good things from Capital's offense in this first half so far. Again, in that scoring drive, a lot of good things going well. But other than that, have not been able to string together a first down or multiple first downs on any of the other drives other than the one where they ended in the interception.
Yeah, and the scoring drive really had a couple of chunk plays there in the middle that really helped it get going. Not able to find that otherwise so far. Right there, about a 1 yard gain on first down.
Lucky to get back to a yard there. Cam Harris was met in the backfield initially by the Patriot defense. Tajee Davis as well as Terrell Ellis helping make the stop for the Patriots after a 1 yard gain up to the 21. This is a young Capital Cougar team, though. Just 8 upperclassmen total on this Cougar roster, and 4 of those are seniors. So half of them will graduate at the conclusion of this season. But a lot of young players playing immediately for the Cougars. This is a Capital team that doesn't even have a JV team. They don't have enough kids to field a JV team. So getting a lot of experience on Friday nights as Valdivia scrambles with it outside on the right side. And he will get out to the 26, so a 5 yard pickup there. That will bring up 3rd and 4 for the Cougars now. Valdivia, one of those young players, just a sophomore.
Valdivia usually a little bit more impact from the ground so far, only 8 yards on the ground on 4 carries, but he has been under a lot of pressure. And like I said, he's been doing a good job of keeping his eyes down when he drops back and not immediately trying to take off when he feels the pressure.
Well, that's just coming with the increased role for Valdivia. Again, a part-time starter last year. Here's that misdirection from the Cougars. Robinson trying to turn the corner and should have enough for a first down, depending on where they say he stepped out. Marking him right at the 30. That should be enough to move the sticks. But the last time I said that, they said he was about a couple inches shy. Now they are going to say he is across the 30 for a first down. Those misdirection plays have played off pretty well so far for the Cougars.
They certainly have some speed to them, even if they haven't been able to necessarily put it together yet. The runs up the middle have not been successful. Attacking the edge has had a little bit of success.
Quads to the top of the formation for the Cougars. And snap comes back to Valdivia just before the play clock expires. Screen pass out to Cam Harris is caught, and Harris forced out of bounds by a couple of Patriot tacklers.
Got about 3 there.
They're going to mark him out at the 33. This is a Patriot defense that saw a lot of field time last week in that game against Spring Valley. Timberwolves offense did a fantastic job of converting on third downs, picked up a couple of fourth down conversions as well to extend drives for well over 5, 6, 7, even 8 minutes sometimes. Limited the Patriots' possessions on offense and kept them over on the sideline. And one thing we talked about last week is it's a short gain up the middle for 1 yard on second down. It's one thing to come into a game saying this is going to be our game plan and our strategy and we're going to try to keep your offense on the sideline, but it's another thing to do it. And the Timberwolves did a fantastic job of just milking clock in that game last week against GW.
Yeah, if you go back and look at their stats, it didn't necessarily jump out at you, not an especially high rushing average or anything like that, but just making the plays when they needed to and converting on some short yardage fourth down situations.
As here on third and short, ball carrier stopped in the backfield. Robinson dropped all the way back at the 31, and that will bring up fourth down, and some frustration there from Robinson on that keeper. And Lee will come out to punt things away.
Lee, one of those 4 freshmen on this team.
Seniors.
Right, yes, seniors, sorry. Opposite.
And you mentioned not very efficient Spring Valley keeping the ball away from GW in terms of number of plays run. 52 carries last week for the Timberwolves. 132 yards on the ground on 52 carries. And that's just grinding it out.
Off the top of my head, that's like 2.5 yards a carry or something like that.
And a false start against the Cougars. That'll back them up 5 more yards and make it 4th and longer. 14 to be precise.
Well, the punter has come back out, so...
Yeah, Valdivia is also a punter for Capital. And he will line up to receive the long snap here. So the Patriots going to have to pay attention with him lined up to punt. And he does drop the arm in a throwing motion. Now he's going to tuck and roll. Ball's on the turf, and it bounces right into Gunnar Flores' arms. Oh, my goodness.
What a half for Flores.
Wow, Flores with 2 takeaways now in the half for the Patriot defense. The first one, a pick 6. This one, a fumble recovery.
It looks like there's some Valdivia got banged up on that one.
Yeah, and there is a player on the turf. That is Valdivia. The training staff will see to him. It's set to be Patriot football.
He's up.
Oh, yeah, so he's up now off the turf. Still set to be Patriot football with 3:22 to go in the first half. Glad to see him be able to get up off the turf there relatively quickly after taking a pretty good lick there. That's what forced him to lose that football, too.
It
was a clean hit. I want to stress that. It wasn't a malicious hit or a dirty hit. That was a very clean hit. But, man, did he get lit up.
Yeah, certainly not without discomfort as he heads to the sideline, but we'll see. Halftime coming up might be best thing for him.
And they do have the ability to call on David Robinson, a freshman backup quarterback who you saw there a couple of plays ago. Has seen time this season for the Cougars as the signal caller. The Patriot offense gets set to take back over after the third takeaway from this Patriot defense tonight. 2 of those from Gunnar Flores.
And the first takeaway was a really good read of the screen. Second one, he was just right place, right time, had it pop right into his arms.
Couldn't have been in a better position there to receive that fumble from Valdivia.
Let's see, as Patriots do one of their trademarks, take a shot at the end zone on the first play after a turnover. And they have Valentine there, single wide receiver near side.
It is in a one-on-one matchup as of right now. Down there with him, Damian Johnson, the corner on the near side. Sack lined up in the backfield with 2 players just off the line of scrimmage for the Patriots. And GW going to call a timeout and talk things over here a little bit more with 3:22 to go in this first half. And we'll step aside for a quick break, and when we come back, we'll bring you back for the more first half action between the Patriots and the Cougars right after this on High School Game Day.
It's time for our annual public auction event.
This time every year we get our inventory ready for taxes by taking vehicles to the auction, but first we give you the chance to buy at auction prices.
We need to sell 112 vehicles at our 3 Charleston locations immediately at auction pricing.
Cars will be sold as low as $1,500. All cars are below Blue Book value.
Hurry in immediately for this event. These vehicles will be sold to the public or liquidated at the auction. This is your chance to save big.
Just go to TopspeedMotors.com and see for yourself.
Back here at Laidley Field in downtown Charleston, the capital city of West Virginia, and this capital city rivalry between 2 Mountain State athletic teams, George Washington and Capital. 26th meeting all time between the 2 schools. Patriots calling the first of their 3 timeouts in the first half here after the fumble recovery by Gunnar Flores. Now a shovel pass inside to Flores. He breaks out of a tackle at the line of scrimmage, has the first down and then some, rumbling his way inside the 20 down to the 15. Great move there by Flores after breaking out of the tackle. The line of scrimmage, and he will get down to the 14-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there for Flores, and just his 9th reception of the season. 3 of those, though, have gone for touchdowns. He now has over 100 yards receiving on the season. Came in just 2 yards under the century mark on the year. Screen pass back to the near side to Valentine. Valentine's got some blockers in front of him, and he is going to be brought down inside the 10. Down to the 8. It's a pickup of 6, and there is an injured Cougar down on the turf. Grabbing there at his right arm. Can't quite tell who that is, but the training staff will come down and see to him. Sure to head to your local newsstand and pick up your weekend edition of the Gazette Mail or Herald Dispatch for a recap of all the high school football action from around the state, wherever you pick up your print editions of your favorite HD media paper. And don't forget that tomorrow the Mountaineers traveling down to Orlando this weekend to take on the UCF Golden Knights. You can check out Touchdown City for post-game analysis and commentary. If you're a Mountaineer fan, check out touchdowncity.com for more details. And another thing you might want to check out on the HD Media Plus app coming up is the Full Court Press with Bob Huggins, as he gets ready to make his podcast debut. Be an interesting podcast to listen to, I'm sure, especially the first podcast. I'm sure Mountaineer fans across the country will be interested in hearing what Bob Huggins has to say on his first podcast, as the injured Cougar is up off the turf now and walking over toward the sideline under his own power, albeit again holding that right shoulder area. You can also catch catch Full Court Press with Bob Huggins live as a radio program. If you can't catch it, though, again, you can catch the podcast on HD Media Plus app. you can also catch it there live, too. So set your alarms, folks. Fenwick going to take it on a shotgun, second and medium, rolling to his left and forced out of bounds near the first down marker. Might be about a yard shy based off of the spot. Yeah,
it looked like
about a half-yard shy, maybe.
It looked like a design kind of quarterback sweep there. Fenwick can do it with his legs. Certainly more of a throwing quarterback than anything, but
he definitely extends a lot of plays with his legs. And that's something Willie Washington talked about 2 weeks ago, the head coach for St. Albans, is that he thinks he's more dangerous with his legs because of his ability to extend plays with his legs. Because, again, in a Scott Tinsley offense, it's granted you're going to throw the football. Handoff goes up the middle. Sack is going to stop down at the 1. Should have had the touch, or could have had the touchdown, but
I've seen teams do that type of thing before, but
yeah, he's going to stop down at the 1 there. And the Patriots going to call something up here as they take a timeout and stop the clock with 2:07 to go in the first half.
I mean, unless they want to get someone in particular the ball, or
maybe try to call something up here for Gunnar Flores, reward him for the fumble recovery that started this drive for the Patriots, because they found him on a play earlier on this drive that set up a big first down. Again, that was just his 9th catch of the season earlier on this drive. We'll find out what the Patriots want to do here on 1st and goal from the 1. And taking the time out there, no real harm. You're up 42-6, and you only get 3 of them in each half. 2 minutes to go. Why not call one and talk things over a little bit more and make certain you get the play you want? And you get the look you potentially want. Because they're going to go heavy in the backfield. And when I say heavy, I mean heavy. Aiden Ellis lined up behind Fenwick. And the handoff goes to Ellis, and Ellis rumbles in for a 1-yard touchdown run. The senior, 6'5", 300 pounds, in for the score, and the Patriots make it 48-6. Just about 2 minutes to go in this first half.
I guess season winding down. I guess you want to get one of your seniors who's played a lot of snaps but probably never touched the ball. So give him an opportunity to get out there and have one to remember.
Price out for the point after try. Kick is up, and it is good. 49-6 our score. And about 2 minutes left to go in this first half. And the Patriots lead 49-6 after the PAT from Jordan Price. And Aiden Ellis again, big number 64, getting the 1-yard touchdown run there. Glad to see them dial something up for the big man there. It's always great when you can get a big man touchdown.
Usually they're not necessarily
not setting
super
it up
broadcast
for it,
like that.
But always great to get a big man touchdown. That's something I'm sure Aiden Ellis will remember probably for the rest of his life, I would imagine. Price tees it up and is ready to send boot to ball. Patriots trying to cap off what's been a pretty good week for GW Athletics. Both soccer teams winning, advancing in the state soccer playoffs. Nice return here, and nobody in front of him. All the way to the house, potentially if he can break one. No! What a run by Solomon Farrell to stop Damian Johnson inside the 10. Solomon Farrell never gave up on the play and ran all the way down to track him down inside the 10.
Let's see if Capital can capitalize on that great field position. Good job of finding his own little seam. Wasn't much of one, but finding his way to the sideline and almost scoring, if not for a very dedicated play by Farrell.
Great blocking set up there by the Cougar return team. And Damian Johnson, with the return, sets Capital up 1st and goal from the 9. Valdivia in the pistol has Harris to his right. Hands off to Robinson behind him. Robinson behind the line of scrimmage, met initially by one would-be tackler. Broke off of that tackle, and then Jaden Whitehead finally forces him out of bounds for a loss back to the 11. So a 2-yard loss there will bring up 2nd and goal from the 11-yard line on the far side hash mark. Clock stopped with 1:41 to go in the first half. Cougars trying to get on the scoreboard for the 2nd time in the half, which could potentially be big for Capital if it wants to try to mount a comeback, because it does get the football to start half number 2. But it's going to have to do some work on both the offensive and defensive ends of the ball come out of this hole. Valdivia drops back to throw across the middle, and it's intercepted. Giacomo picks it off at the 4, and he's down the far sideline. Up across the 40, and he's forced out of bounds by the quarterback, Valdivia. The 3rd interception by the Patriot defense tonight, 4th takeaway overall.
Yeah, he tried to fit it into far too small of a window. About 2, maybe 3 Patriots had a shot at that one. Giacomo being the first step, and doesn't let the other guy get an opportunity. Good job at least stop him from scoring on that one, but it's just a rough, extra rough interception, especially after being handed such good field position off that incredible return.
Yeah, that sucks the wind out of the Cougars' sails after that great return by Damian Johnson to set the Cougars up 1st and goal from the 9. Then 2 plays later, Valdivia throws an interception that Hunter Giacomo is able to return up to the 40-yard line. A 36-yard return, and what is Giacomo's 2nd interception of the season. The first one was a pick 6. Screenplay out to Sack over on the far sideline. Sack breaks out of 1 tackle, still on his feet across midfield and inside the 45. Still on his feet, and finally they're going to blow the play dead at the 44. Great there catch, though, by Sack on that screenplay. Picks up, well, now they're going to give him down to the 43, so a gain of 17. Patriot first down, just over a minute to go. Fenwick drops back to pass, slings over to the far side, and making a diving effort there on the far sideline is Sowards. He does make the catch inbounds at the 36. 7-yard pickup, 2nd and short for the Patriots. Clock running now, under a minute. And the Patriots going to spike it on 2nd down. Patriots only have 1 timeout left here in the final 47 seconds.
They're definitely a team that likes to milk every second of they can use, and especially in this first half, and is built to make those long, quick drives possible.
Trips to the top of the formation. Lone receiver to the bottom is Kai Martin. Freshman wide receiver, playing a lot more the last couple of weeks. Throw out to Sack in the flat. Sack has the first down, comes back to the middle of the field, breaks out of a couple of tackles, still on his feet inside the 20, breaks out of another at the 15, racing toward the goal line, and he's there. Touchdown, Patriots. A 36-yard touchdown pass to Keegan Sack puts the Patriots on the board again here in the first half. 55-6, GW with the lead.
Yeah, I don't know if it's something he saw in watching film or what, but pretty much every time Sack has touched the ball, he's really tried to cut inside and change fields on him, and it's paid off pretty well for him. Already 3 catches, 81 yards for Sack. He also has 3 carries for 30 yards. So up over 100 total yards on just 6 carries so far in this first half.
And 2 touchdowns to go along with those yardage totals. 1 down on the ground and 1 in the receiving game just now. PAT try from Price is up, and it is good. 56-6. Patriots with a 50-point lead just before the end of the first half. We're back with more right after this on High School Game Day.
On the gridiron, you have to be tough. I'm Morgan Switzer, a Republican running for Kanawha County prosecuting attorney. I promise to bring that same toughness back to our prosecuting attorney's office so that Kanawha County can once again be a safe place to live, work, and raise our families.
In the game of football and the game of justice, you need someone who's tough and fair. That someone is Morgan Switzer.
My last name is Switzer, and I do know a little something about football, and I approve this message.
Back here at Laidley Field, former shared home of these two teams, till George Washington finally got some nice grass and then turf up there on the hill. But GW's home locker room actually used to be down here just below us.
Yeah, at the beginning of the game when GW came out from that far left corner of the stadium, I was kind of confused because that's the opposite side to where we came out when we played here. But GW up on the hill where they'd much rather be, and Capital has its own home complete with the turf end zone and all that good stuff.
Kickoff into that Capital end zone for a touchback. Actually out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A little more than 30 seconds to go in this first half. Patriots with a 50-point lead over the Cougars. And don't forget, you can read all about high school football action from across the Mountain State later on tonight on HeraldDispatch.com and WVGazetteMail.com, or you can read about it tomorrow on the newsstands. Pick up your weekend edition of whatever HD media paper at your favorite local newsstand. You can read about this game from our buddy Chris Wade. He'll have a full recap of tonight's contest between the Cougars and the Patriots. Handoff goes up the middle, and a short gain there that time by the Cougars ball carrier. That is Cam Harris. Harris had a slow offensive night last week for the Cougars in that loss to Parkersburg. 9 carries, 17 yards for him against the Big Reds.
And now 8 carries for 10 yards, so has not gotten much more out of it.
That is going to be the final play of the first half. Patriots will head into the locker room with a 50-point lead on the road, playing spoiler to the Cougars senior night, where they honored 4 seniors on this football team ahead of tonight's game. Again, team's getting ready to head into the locker rooms, and we'll get ready for halftime in this one, where again the Patriots have a 50-point lead at the half. We're back after this for the halftime show on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media.
The relationship between a lawyer and a client is based on trust. Over the years, we've been entrusted with some of the biggest cases in West Virginia. That's because we have a track record of success and getting exceptional results. We built a reputation as one of the go-to law firms throughout the state of West Virginia. We're proud of the reputation we've earned in the community for providing exceptional, aggressive legal representation. When you hire my law firm, you don't get excuses, you get results.
ladies and gentlemen. Please give a round of applause first to our guests from George Washington High School and their bands for their halftime performance. And then, of course, to our very own Pride of Capital High, the Capital High School DIP, that stands for Voices in Protection. I'm an old one myself, and our Capital High School dance company, who gave combined performance. So good job to all these young people who performed here at halftime. And the concession stand is open. Press box side is open, I know.
Hi, my name is Matthew Rousey, State Farm Agent. Me and the team are here to help Charleston, West Virginia in their insurance needs.
Everyone's insurance needs change. When it comes to your family's financial future, it's worth taking the time to make smart choices. We have built our agency on straight talk and asking the questions that matter. If you are looking for an honest review of your insurance policies, come visit us at 401 50th Street Southeast in Kanawha City or call us at 304-925-8000.
Serving the area one truck at a time for over 60 years, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is in your neighborhood each and every day working to keep your family warm and comfortable. With cooler days ahead and winter right around the corner, now's the time to schedule your home HVAC system tune-up and preventive maintenance. If you need a new system and received a quote from another company, give Mullen a chance to take a second look. Right now we're offering 0% financing on a new Ream home system and includes a 10-year worry-free warranty. Remember, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call or visit us online today to schedule your appointment at mullenplumbing.com.
Hi, this is JJ Roberts from Huntington, and when I'm back home, you will find me at my local Par-Mar store.
We had that thundering herd pride at your local Par-Mar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings and sign up for the Par-Mar rewards card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall, and we are Par-Mar stores.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Hi, it's Tony Caridi. You know, our West Virginia military veterans are the last ones to ask for handouts, yet many of them are hungry. I invite you to watch a video that shows an amazing monthly program that helps feed our veterans in Beckley and Clarksburg. Huntington Bank and other partners would like to expand this program to other areas of our state, and we'd love for you to help. Watch the video at wvenriched.com. That's wvenriched.com.
At Glenville State University, you can discover friends to last a lifetime, professors who broaden your perspective, and the skills and education for future success in a small town environment. At Glenville State University, you can become a pioneer.
Hey, this is Coach Bob Huggins. Be sure to listen to Full Court Press for exclusive stories from my career and journey to over 900 victories.
It's time to talk West Virginia basketball. For access to our social media and radio affiliate information, visit pressvirginia.com.
Ball Automotive Group is here for all your automotive needs. We have 3 locations with over 300 new vehicles available and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles in stock. Ball Automotive has been an integral part of our community, which we have proudly served for over 20 years. With over 1,300 online reviews, you'll see why our customers keep coming back. To see what Advantage Toyota of Barbersville, Ball Toyota of Charleston, and L&S Toyota of Beckley have to offer, visit us online at ballautomotivegroup.com.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades apprenticeship programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
In an ever-changing world, one thing you can always count on is Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Hurricane. You know, Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and their method is so straightforward it may shock you. Friendly service and a huge selection of inventory with more arriving daily. When you're ready for your next vehicle, take the short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, just off the Hurricane exit of I-64. Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
On the gridiron, you have to be tough. I'm Morgan Switzer, a Republican running for Kanawha County prosecuting attorney. I promise to bring that same toughness back to our prosecuting attorney's office so that Kanawha County can once again be a safe place to live, work, and raise our families.
In the game of football and the game of justice, you need someone who's tough and fair. That someone is Morgan Switzer.
My last name is Switzer, and I do know a little something about football, and I approve this message.
Back here at Laidley Field, downtown Charleston. Happy to have you with us here. Week number 10 of high school football season as the George Washington Patriots just barely in the playoffs as of right now. Number 14 coming into tonight's matchup with the Capital Cougars, who are on the outside looking in and will probably not end up making it at this point after a 50-point lead at the half for the George Washington Patriots. 56-6 our halftime score as we continue to get ready for the start of the second half between these two crosstown rivals. Adam Rogers, Will Vance, our media center crew, Ethan Young, our director producer, and Dan Shreve, our cameraman, both doing fantastic work for us this evening as always. And don't forget that coming up at the end of our game tonight, we will have our Parmar Stores Player of the Game. A plethora of Patriot players to pick from for Will Vance and I this evening. You like that alliteration, Will? I did that just for you.
Well, it's impressive.
As GW has scored every time it has possessed the football, save for the end of the first half, just running out the rest of that clock. But it also had a defensive score as the defense has played phenomenal for the Patriots so far this evening, giving up just the one score, but countering that with one of their own, thanks in part to 4 takeaways by the Patriot defense. 3 of those interceptions, 1 a fumble recovery, and 1 of those interceptions, Gunnar Flores taking it back to the house for a pick 6.
It was a tough first half, especially for Valdivia, Capital's quarterback. Those 4 turnovers, just unable to string anything together. He had those 2 big passes for 22 and 30 yards on the one lone scoring drive to his tight ends, but other than that, just a real tough go for him out there.
Well-rounded first half for the Patriots, again, as we mentioned. Doing a little bit of it on the ground and through the air as well. They are going to shorten the quarters here in the second half to 6 minutes on the board. Again, 6 minutes here in this third quarter. So half the time of our normal quarters.
We presume this third quarter clock will not roll.
Yeah, presume. But obviously, we will find out here momentarily. But again, they are cutting the quarter time in half from 12 to 6. Patriots with a 50-point lead coming out of the locker room as Jordan Price gets ready to send things away to the Cougars. Kickoff into the end zone for yet another touchback. All but one of Jordan Price's kickoffs so far tonight have been for a touchback.
The one that wasn't was returned inside the 10-yard line before Capital ultimately ended that drive with a turnover. But the good thing he's been able to put them out of reach because Capital has the speed and a decent kick return unit that can make you pay for it.
And what really hurts about that, too, is that kick return obviously came after a Patriots score. Then the interception 2 plays after that kick return set the Patriots up 1st and 10 from the 40, and then a couple of plays later, the Patriots are able to score one more time before the first half comes to a conclusion. Pass out into the flat, that's caught by Cam Harris, and he is stopped at the line of scrimmage.
They'll give them.
Well, yeah, they'll give them a yard. But great job there by the Patriot defense. Delvecchio Dias, as well as Gabe Nichols. And yeah, 1 yard gain there. The Patriots have put in their second team unit here in this second half. David Robinson in at quarterback this time. Going to keep it himself. Breaks out of one tackle, and he's going to be brought down around the 25. About a 4-yard gain for Robinson. A freshman, again, playing quarterback now for the Cougars. Remember, at the end of the first half, Fernando Valdivia was a bit banged up, did get injured on a play at the end of that first half. He is back out on the field for the Cougars. Obviously, all right after getting a little banged up on that final series for the Cougars of the first half. They're going to tuck it and run with it here, and it's going to have enough for the first down. A couple of Patriot players there to help make the stop. Ashton Lusk in on the stop for the Patriots. First down and 10 at the 31, just across the 30-yard line, shy of the 31. As Robinson will now check back into the game and line up at quarterback. Two receivers to the top of the formation, a double-barrel shotgun for the Cougars. Handoff goes up the middle to Johnson. Johnson met and driven backward. Coming up with the stop there is Malachi Hall, the freshman. Number 15 there you see on your screen. A short gain of 3 up to the 33-yard line for Damian Johnson. I'll check that they, oh no, yeah, it is at the 34, so 2nd and 6, and a flag comes. A false start will be called on the Cougars. That will back them up and make it 2nd and long.
And neither team has been too far into foul trouble in this game, both with about 3 or 4. So it hasn't really been much of a storyline either way on this one, except for potentially making GW passing plays a little bit longer. It looks like the clock is
clock is definitely rolling, but nearly halfway through this third quarter already. Valdivia back in, 2nd and long. Drops back to throw, flushed from the pocket, and going to step up and run with it. A crackback block there by the Cougars, and that's going to draw a flag. Tucker Van Meter going to get called for the blindside block there, as he laid a pretty good lick on Javon Davis. So that's going to back the Cougars up even more.
Just talk about how they played pretty foul-free and then back-to-back penalties here against the Cougars.
Saw momentarily there, Javon Davis taking a quick bend over to just catch his breath a bit, and he looks like he's going to make his way over to the far sideline to the Patriots side of the field, after he definitely got his bell rung a little bit.
Well, and even
there.
before that, he had quite a run to try to hunt down Valdivia. So, already out of breath before he took a big old hit, which,
he's going to go down on the
down.
far side of the field. Hopefully the training staff goes to see to him here in just a moment. They're going to march this penalty yardage off on that blindside block. As again, Javon Davis took a pretty big hit on that blindside block. Under 3 minutes to go, third quarter, and rolling clock here in the third. Snap comes back, handed off to Robinson on that jet sweep action. He breaks out of a tackle at the 5, still on his feet, rushing down toward the near sideline, up to the 10, and he's dropped around the 14-yard line. And that is Grant Aldrich coming up with the stop for the Patriot defense. There is a Patriot player down back at the 5.
And that was the definition of one of those plays where you run this way, that way, run about 50 yards, only for about a gain of 1 or 2.
And he got stopped back at the 14. So it's 3rd and forever to go for the Cougars. They're going to see to that down Patriot player at the 5-yard line. While they do that, we will step aside for a break. We'll be back with more right after this on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media.
The relationship between a lawyer and a client is based on trust. Over the years, we've been entrusted with some of the biggest cases in West Virginia. That's because we have a track record of success and getting exceptional results. We built a reputation as one of the go-to law firms throughout the state of West Virginia. We're proud of the reputation we've earned in the community for providing exceptional, aggressive legal representation. When you hire my law firm, you don't get excuses, you get results.
Hi, my name is Matthew Rousey, State Farm Agent. Me and the team are here to help Charleston, West Virginia in their insurance needs.
Everyone's insurance needs change. When it comes to your family's financial future, it's worth taking the time to make smart choices. We have built our agency on straight talk and asking the questions that matter. If you are looking for an honest review of your insurance policies, come visit us at 401 50th Street Southeast in Kanawha City or call us at 304-925-8000.
Serving the area one truck at a time for over 60 years, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is in your neighborhood each and every day, working to keep your family warm and comfortable. With cooler days ahead and winter right around the corner, now's the time to schedule your home HVAC system tune-up and preventive maintenance. If you need a new system and received a quote from another company, give Mullen a chance to take a second look. Right now, we're offering 0% financing on a new Ream home system and includes a 10-year worry-free warranty. Remember, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call or visit us online today to schedule your appointment at mullenplumbing.com.
3rd and 27 on the way for the Cougars. Delvecchio Dias, the injured Patriot player on that previous play, is up off the turf and over on the far sideline now, walking with some assistance by the Patriot training staff, but great to see him able to get off the turf, even if it is with some assistance. Play clock back running again. Game clock, rather, back running. 3rd and 27. Handoff goes up the middle. And Harris breaks out of a couple of tackles, still on his feet. And he is going to be brought down back at the original line of scrimmage. So a pickup of 17, well, maybe 18 as they give him the 31. So it'll bring up 4th and 9. And the punt team comes out now.
Not going to try to be sneaky on this one. He's putting the standard punter back here, although he has made some pretty athletic plays back there to get the ball away, but not putting Valdivia back there where he's a backup punter, but also gives a little bit of that trick play possibility. They tried to do that earlier in the game. Did not pan out for them, and there's a delayed game, it looks like.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to get the yeah, that is what they're going to get the Cougars on. That'll back them up 5, make it 4th and 15, the 25 now. Well, sorry, the 26. I forgot it was at the 31-yard line. So now Lee will get ready to send things away here in just a moment as the clock rolls once more. Cougars just trying to take more and more time off the clock here, and I would imagine trying to keep the Patriot backups from scoring in the rest of this game. High snap, going to go back and bounce into the end zone, and the punter, Lee, going to be brought down in the end zone by the Patriots for a safety.
He gave a hell trying to get rid of it, but just couldn't escape the multiple Patriots bearing down on him on that one.
Yeah, Kai Martin, Jashawn Walker there to bring him down in the end zone for the safety. Make it 58-6 Patriots now. And GW has now scored in all 3 phases of the game. The offense has scored every time it touched the ball in the first half, save for the end of the half drive. The defense has a pick 6, and now special teams has recorded a safety on a botched punt, and Lee just couldn't get it off in time under too much duress from the Patriots. And that time wasn't even a block attempt really from the Patriots. Again, just the high snap that comes.
I think the second play that was really defined by a high snap.
Yeah, Valdivia earlier in the first half.
And that one we were saying he was able to collect it and throw it away without taking that loss of yards that time. Not so lucky to get away with it twice.
Yeah, Lee just couldn't gather it back up. It bounced a few times before it crossed back into the end zone where he was able to finally secure it, but by then it was just too late. So now he'll tee it up from the 20 and kick it off to the Patriots, who will have great starting field position. Kick is away. And on the return on the near side is Samaje Wesley. Wesley going to bring it up near midfield. A good return there of about 20 yards to the 49-yard line.
And so now we'll get to see some of this Patriot second unit out here. Run some plays, getting some experience. Hinkle coming out here, a guy we've seen a fair amount of. He plays pretty much every week, whether it be as the backup quarterback or, like we said earlier in this game, he was in as a tight end.
Versatile guy for the Patriots. He and Savion Brown will line up in the backfield for GW here with trips to the top of the formation. Less than a minute to go, third quarter. Patriots getting the ball for the first time here in the second half. Play action fake to Brown. Toss on a screen to Kai Martin. Martin across into mid to Cougar territory. Still on his feet across the 45. They're going to mark his forward progress down to the 43 of Capital. So an 8-yard pickup on first down there.
That may be the last play of the first half when they get this ball
it depends on how quickly
the
Patriots move here.
But they don't have to start it.
But at this point, it looks like the Patriots will snap it one more time, quickly to the line of scrimmage. 15 seconds on the game clock in the third quarter. Hinkle throws a screen pass out to Brown. Brown comes back into the middle of the field, now dancing around some tacklers, and he's going to have the first down inside the 40, and he's brought down at the 37. And they will move the chains for a first down. Clock stopped momentarily and now restarts. And that is the end of the third quarter. So again, the Patriots get a safety in that shortened 6-minute third quarter. On the lone possession for the Cougars in the third quarter. Patriots have the football as we get ready to head to the fourth. It'll be 58-6, our score. We're back with more right after this on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media and brought to you by Par-Mar stores. If there's not a Par-Mar near you, there will be one soon.
Hi, this is JJ Roberts from Huntington, and when I'm back home, you will find me at my local Par-Mar store.
We had that thundering herd pride at your local Par-Mar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings and sign up for the Par-Mar rewards card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall and we are Par-Mar stores.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Hi, it's Tony Caridi. You know, our West Virginia military veterans are the last ones to ask for handouts, yet many of them are hungry. I invite you to watch a video that shows an amazing monthly program that helps feed our veterans in Beckley and Clarksburg. Huntington Bank and other partners would like to expand this program to other areas of our state, and we'd love for you to help. Watch the video at wvenriched.com. That's wvenriched.com.
Start of the fourth quarter, clock already in motion here. As the Patriots back with the football, handoff goes off the right side to Tyree Wesley. Wesley trying to lower the shoulder to pick up some extra yards. He will get down to the 41, so a 1-yard pickup there. Patriots rotating in some offensive linemen now.
Might as well spread out that opportunity they have to get these younger guys some experience, something they've had a few times this year. Very, feast or famine for this Patriots team. Either they're losing pretty close ones or winning big. So, always a good opportunity when this second unit is able to get some rather substantial playing time.
Hinkle in the shotgun with Tyree Wesley off of his left hip. Samaje Wesley and Grant Aldrich to the bottom of the formation. DJ Spencer and Kai Martin up top. Pass is complete to Aldrich. Aldrich breaks out of one tackle, trying to force his way out of a second. He can't get out of that tackle, but he does drag the defender all the way down to the 15-yard line. A great catch and run there by Grant Aldrich. A pickup of 21 yards. Dylan Burks, the sophomore, finally brings him down, but he got pulled from behind, or was pulling from behind on Aldrich, trying to drag him down, and got pulled for another couple of yards. 1st and 15 for the Patriot backup unit here on a rolling clock in the fourth quarter. Handoff goes to Tyree Wesley. Wesley has a lane toward the sideline, towards the 5. He's forced out of bounds. Gonna high step over the sand pit there along the track. The long jump. And there is a flag down on the field. A hold on the Patriots. That's going to go against Grant Aldrich, who just made that great catch one play ago. So that will back GW up now, 1st and 20. Less than 4 minutes to go. And well, with the backups in the game for the Patriots, the Cougars again with 36 players on the team rotating in their backups and as well. Pretty safe to say we've got a selection for our Par-Mar Stores player of the game. As Hayden Hinkle looks toward the end zone, DJ Spencer makes the grab, and he's just going to come shy. Throw didn't have enough air on it. It is enough for a first down for the Patriot offense, and that will make it 1st and goal from the waiting. They're spotting him at the
1.5.
Right
at the 1.
Yeah, right at the 1. Wasn't sure where he was going to spot that ball just yet because he was splitting the difference between the 1 and the 2 for so long. Spencer did collect it, though, at the 1-yard line as a 20-yard reception for him. And we'll tell you our Par-Mar Stores player of the game here in just a moment. Throw to the end zone is caught. Samaje Wesley with a 1-yard touchdown catch from Hayden Hinkle. And the Patriots make it 64-6 with 2:37 to go in the fourth.
And Hinkle go ahead and get that good passing experience here in that fourth quarter. The guy above him is a senior off to William & Mary, so he'll be right up there with the opportunity to compete to win the starting job next year. Every throw he gets in game situation is huge for him.
A couple of other quarterbacks on the roster for the Patriots expected to be back next season. Cy Persinger, well as Slade Barton. The kick is good for the Patriots, and the lead now 65-6. Adam Rogers, Will Vance, and our Media Center crew, happy to have you along with us here this evening for this crosstown rivalry matchup between the George Washington Patriots and the Capital Cougars. We will get you our Par-Mar Stores player of the game after the kickoff, as we are on a rolling clock situation here in this second half. Quarters dropped to 6 minutes of play for both the third and the fourth here. But a solid evening for the Patriots. Offense got things going again in the first half tonight, Will, after struggling last week against Spring Valley. And part of that was because they just didn't have possession of the football for very long in the first half. Just 49 yards of total offense in that first half for GW last week. A lot more than that for the Patriots in the first half tonight, as it took a 56-6 lead into the locker room at the half. It is now 65-6 late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the offense really doing what they want to do. They want to distribute the ball to their running backs, whether it be Brown, Sack, or Valentine. Get their receivers involved, spread it around, keep their big arm quarterback busy, and basically came out here, ran their offensive game plan, and as old as 50 first half points.
Price with another booming kick into the end zone off the hop, and the touchback. So the Capital offense will get the football 1st and 10 from their own 20. And we told you we'd get you our Par-Mar Stores player of the game after the kickoff. So, Will, I don't know who you're going to pick. The couple of players you could pick from. Again, a plethora of Patriot players.
Fenwick will get honorable mention, 10 of 12 for 246 yards. But I got to give it to Valentine. We started this broadcast saying that Valentine had the huge game against Capital last year. Not quite the same yards, but eight total touches, 6 carries, and 2 receptions, 162 yards and 3 touchdowns. So averaging a clean just over 20 yards per touch. Can't do much more than that. So player of the game, Anthony Valentine for George Washington, continuing his streak of great games against Charleston's crosstown rival, or against GW's Charleston rival Capital.
Yeah, this Valentine last year, I believe, was our player of the game in this matchup as well, as he had an explosive evening then. 21 total touches, 5 catches, 16 carries, 140 yards rushing, and 140 yards receiving, a receiving touchdown and 2 rushing touchdowns then. And tonight, again, as Will mentioned, he ran through the stat line. An impressive evening for this young man again tonight against Capital.
Total yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 1 in the air, just like last year.
Yeah,
Crazy.
not as many yardage, but still an impressive game for the senior tailback, Anthony Valentine. As the handoff for the Cougars goes up the middle, Patriot defense quickly gets to him on that carry. It was Alex Asafa-Rhodes. A little more than a minute to go in the fourth quarter of this one. The Patriots going to improve to 5-4 on the season and keep those playoff hopes alive after a blowout win here against the Capital Cougars tonight at Laidley Field. Now the Patriots have to go back home onto the hill next week and take care of business against a very tough Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagle team. We will be there for coverage of that contest for senior night for the Patriots. Well, they will honor their senior class as the Cougars honor their 4 seniors this evening. The seniors for the Cougars playing in their final home game here at Laidley Field. Jason Lee, Jordan McAllister, Elijah Crowley, and Tristan Campanella playing their final game here at University of Charleston Laidley Field. But this is a Cougar team that has a lot of youth on it. Again, just 8 upperclassmen, only 4 seniors on this Cougar football team. This is an opportunity for these players to continue to get better. They're getting a lot of reps on Friday nights, and if they can keep this group together, there is some hope for the Cougars as they continue to build this program back to what it once was.
Yeah, we've seen some very lopsided scores so far this season. A lot of teams, and especially the MSAC, which are really struggling to get their wins together. Capital isn't the worst we've seen. They had put together some okay drives. They looked well coached. It looked like they knew what they were trying to do. So, certainly not the level of dysfunction we've seen at some points from some teams, over the course of this season. So, still hope there. They've got some young men who can make some plays. Just have to get some more experience and get a couple more of them, period.
And the Patriots improved to 5-4 on the season, looking for win number 6 next week at home on the Hill for senior night against a tough Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagle team. We'll be there for the final week of the regular season on High School Gameday. And we'll get ready for the playoffs. But one more week of the regular season ahead. Again, it's the Patriots and the Flying Eagles next week. For the Capital Cougars, they'll try to end their season with a win against another rival as it'll travel a short distance to South Charleston, go up there on South Charleston's hill to take on the Black Eagles in the season finale for Capital. Taking a look one final time at your Parmar Stores player of the game. 3 touchdowns for him tonight and a big win for the Patriots. Anthony Valentine and George Washington win over Capital 65-6. For our Media Center crew, Ethan Young, Dan Shreve, Will Vance, my color man, I'm Adam Rogers saying thanks for joining us here on this Week 10 Football Friday night in West Virginia. We hope to see you next week for the final week where it's the Patriots and the Flying Eagles doing battle on the Hill. Have a great rest of your Friday night. We'll see you next week.